now we discuss some major events of our freedom fight, because we do the whole chapter, then sometimes the some important points of that event was lost out. So for these events, let's do a small preparation, a small event creation, okay? Yes, beta. So there have some major event in our independence. So let's discuss them. Basically, how the prelude to mass movement, how the mass movement started. Beta, what happened that after the 1857, education development started in India. When the education development started, then people read about the Rousseau, Machiavelli. We read about the other reforms, French Revolution. We discuss about the American revolutions. So when we discuss about then that things, the development of nationalism started in India. So development start. So when the rise of nationalism start, so people think out about their country. They also want that our country should be independent. So many things were started after the 1900. Economical exploitation and racial policies. Because beta, before this there have no education, but at here when the Dada Bhai Naroji, R.C. Dutt, V.D. Savarkar, and many other person talk about the exploitation which Britishers did with us. So that's reason the things about British policies and approaches toward the Britishers now change. And if the major issue we talk about, it was the division of Bengal. Before the division of Bengal, there have a national feelings arrived, but these were not very violent. These were not very basically heavily against the Britishers. Just like in 1893, Bal Gangadhar Tilak wanted to produce a Swaraj bill, but this bill was failed by the Congress leaders and said, we don't want this kind of bills who stand against Britishers. So Congress and liberal leaders of Congress should never be stand against the Britishers, but the partition of Bengal, because Lord Curzon said that was doing it for the basically benefit of administration, but actually it was an agenda of Britishers to divide the feelings of Hindu and Muslim, break down the unity of Hindu and Muslim. So that's why the Indians stand against this, and heavy things arrived. So beta, after when the Indians movement we talk about, the first movement which started by us was the Swadeshi movement. When the 1905 Bengal division take place, Congress called its meeting, okay, in Calcutta, and they decided that now we have to start a movement against it. So Congress decided to start the Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi means we have to make our own thing, and later on the boycott mission also supported by the Lal Bal Pal and other leaders of Congress. So it became the Swadeshi and boycott mission, that we have to boycott the British goods, and we supported the Swadeshi thing. Swadeshi means the made from India. Just like in modern time we consider about made in India program. So this kind of Swadeshi movement was started. And but there have a ideology of differences in approaches. Liberal leader want that we boycott only those goods which are not a higher amount and it not give a big loss to Britishers. But the extremist leader want that we boycott every goods made by the Britishers. So that's why the both group have some problems. The program boycott to foreign goods, promotion of Swadeshi, it was made. Shift from moderate to militant phase. Leaders were Arvindo Ghosh, Bipin Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and many others. Outcome partition reversed in 1911. Finally, Delhi Darbar was organized by the suggestion of the Outram Committee report. They were decided that, okay, this division is not good and we have to cancel it. And finally, this division was revoked and reversed, and in 1911, British government decided that on place of Calcutta, Delhi should be made as a new capital. Okay. So this was the major event. Okay. Another event which are very historical for us was the Home Rule movement. It started by the Annie Besant and the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. But you have to focus on the Tilak. He was known for the Kesari and Maratha, which was his newspapers. Kesari was in Marathi and Maratha was in English. He also known for Shivaji festival, and Ganpati festival. He wrote Gita Rahasya in Mandalay jail. Okay. He was the person who said that Swaraj is my birthright and I will take it. And if you remember about that person, he was the Indian, he was the basically established the foundation of nationalist press in India. And he was the person who sent jail to, because he compared the killing of Mr. Rand, plague officer Rand, with the killing of Afzal Khan by Shivaji. He was the person basically who formed many schools. Okay. And if you talk about that Bal Gangadhar Tilak, you also have to remember him, that Tilak Swaraj Fund after his death made, and 1 crore fund arrived in this fund. Okay. Tilak is also related with the Home Rule movement. So Tilak established the Home Rule movement on 28 April 1916. April 1916. Okay, it's proceeded in Pune. Joseph Baptista was president. Okay, so you have to remember it. But it's movement run in Karnataka. Maharashtra, exception Bombay. Okay, so exception Bombay, MP and Barar. These were the area where his movement ran out. Okay. And second movement by the Annie Besant. She was inspired from the Vivekananda and arrived in India. She was also belonged from the Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society she belongs. Okay. She became the first woman President of Congress. Okay. Madras Standard was her newspaper and Commonwealth was her newspaper. George Arundel was the basically president of Annie Besant Home Rule movement. They mobilized students, lawyers and middle class. Outcome prepared the ground of the mass struggle under the Gandhiji. So basically students were motivated. So beta Annie Besant, Tilak, and there have other few leaders, okay, so who motivated the student towards the movement, okay. Then beta the master movement was India was the non-corporation movement. Beta on 13 April 1919 when Jallianwala Bagh incident took place and Britishers were denied to give the power to Khalifa back. So Khilafat movement arrived and then the Rowlatt Act was passed by the Britishers, which is known as the Black Law. So Congress decided that we have to start a movement, and finally a special session of Congress arrived, called up, and basically at here Gandhiji decided to start a movement known as the non-corporation movement. So this non-corporation movement is very important for us, for our historical background. In this non-corporation movement, Gandhiji arrived on stage and said to everyone that we have to boycott or non-corporated the Britishers in anything. So if you are studying in school, colleges, leave out it. If you are working for the government side, leave out your job and give me a 1 year. In this 1 year, I promise to you that I will provide independence to you. So whole India stand with Gandhiji, and basically Gandhiji had given a very new personality. Gandhiji said that if in country women were not wearing the full clothes, then how the male can wear the full clothes? So that reason, firstly, when he was studied in England, but after that, that time he wore coat and pant, but now he basically stopped wearing the coat pant and shirt pant, and he wore only one dhoti. So he said that firstly we have to do this thing and give the respect to women. So that reason in this his campaign, the many women participated. He never stopped the Kasturba Gandhi also. So if he allowed his wife, then other persons also allowed to there, and that's why this movement become very historical. The schools were boycott, titles, council and courts were boycott. Gandhiji also surrendered his title of Kesare Hind, which given by the British government. Massive national participation arrived. Outcome withdrawal due to the Chauri Chaura incident on 5th February 1922. In Chauri Chaura, when event took place, when the public was moving, then policemen tried to stop them, and the lathi charge took place there. And due to them, the public became angry, and they basically captured all the policemen, and basically they fired the police station. So Gandhiji said that country is not ready for the independence, so I am stopping this movement. Okay, so it is just like suddenly landslide, or just like a Vajrapat, and Gandhiji took this moment back. In Indian struggle, okay, it was mentioned that it is just like some lighting thrown from the sky, and this whole moment crushed. So many other leaders also criticized Gandhiji that if something happened in Kanyakumari, how you can give its punishment to Jammu Kashmir. But Gandhiji was very basically man of words. So that reason he said that country is not ready for the any moment. So I am doing. So we have to start the campaign, motivate people towards the non-violence, spread the message of Satyagraha, and firstly work out for the made in Indian goods, clothes. So this kind of movement started by the Gandhiji. So this is the historical moment of Indian freedom movement, that basically higher value to given to non-violence. So that's why the Gandhiji is Gandhiji. So beta, after the non-violence, people waiting for a new movement, that due to the hard work, due to the Satyagraha, now they know about it. So they waiting for another moment, and finally civil disobedience movement started by Gandhiji in 1930. But at that time, Britishers had made a provision that no Indian were allowed to make the salt. And salt is a very primary thing in India. I hope if you if you went from any shop, you found that in India previously the salt was not kept in under the shop. They took it outside, but no one stolen it. In modern time, maybe the people can do, but previously it was not happened. I hope so you all aware that when in your kitchen, if the salt was fallen down, Sometimes mother also scold us. So this is the value of salt in our country, but Britishers put the taxation on salt and also prohibited the salt making. So Gandhiji decided that now we have to do the civil disobedience. We have to break down the British law. So Gandhiji took 78 people with him, and they started traveling from the Sabarmati ashram to Dandi. Okay. So this is known as the Dandi March. Okay. So this is a very historical event of Gandhiji. Gandhiji reached Dandi and basically break down the salt law, and civil disobedience movement started. So nature breaking, unjust law and refusal to pay taxes, nationwide non-payment of land revenue tax started. Outcome, Gandhiji Irwin Pact are held. Gandhiji participated in second roundtable conference, and Gandhiji went England by the Highness Rajputana, and movements was stopped by Gandhiji. But in this moment, beta, many historical phases arrived. Just like I'm giving one example that we known as Frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He run this movement in northwest frontier provinces at Baluchistan area. At in this area, he run this movement very highly, and his society known as Khudai Khidmatgar, Red Kurti movement. Red Kurti movement was run by him. Okay, he was known as Frontier Gandhi or Khan Badshah, ठीक है, Badshah Khan. So you have to remember his name, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He started this movement, Red Kurti movement, and women of this society wore the black clothes, yeah, black kurtis. Okay, and in northeast India, if we went, there have Nagaland. In Nagaland, a small girl of 13 years age, Rani Gaden Liu, run this movement, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave her the title of Rani, and he said that once this girl would be praised by the all Indians. But the actual thing is there, our NCERT is not talking about basically a few chapter about it is given, and only in some books, or otherwise they have no one talking about her. And secondly, the big thing is that our young generation also doesn't want to read the books. They know the history by the online classes, or they know the history as spoke out by shared by the Facebook or WhatsApp. So this is the problem. Outcome, Gandhiji Irwin Pact held. Okay, that Gandhi Irwin Pact is responsible for the Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru's hanged punishment. Many Indians say to him that you please don't sign this agreement till the Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru were released. But Gandhiji finally talk about them, but Irwin said that if you talk about them, then no discussion took place. So finally, Gandhiji took his foot back, and finally on 23rd March 1931, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru were hanged. So this is a very major issue of this event. And civil disobedience, Gandhiji came back, and civil disobedience 2.0 started. But Gandhiji was arrested, and this movement went down. In meanwhile, 3 roundtable conferences took place, in which second roundtable conference Gandhiji participated, where Gandhiji was compared as half-nude sant by the Winston Churchill. Okay, and Gandhiji came back. Ambedkar was the only leader who participated in the 3 all roundtable conferences, and finally, British Prime Minister MacDonald issued the MacDonald announcement, which also known as communal award, where the special seat provision made for the SC/ST. But that time Gandhiji was in Pune Yerwada jail, so he started a movement there, hunger strike there, and finally Gandhiji and Ambedkar pact held. So civil disobedience ended with few facts and few things. Then beta, the biggest movement of India's was individual satyagraha. It was started in 1940-41. Its demand is freedom of speech against war policies. So at here, the one by one the Satyagrahi were announced that if all the Congress start a movement, then Britishers move towards the Congress and hold the movement crashed down. So this movement started by the one by one. So firstly Vinoba Bhave, then Jawaharlal Nehru, and then the Brahmdutt. These were the three revoltees. So moral pressures were put on the Britishers. So this is our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and the Vinoba Bhave, who started the Bhudan movement after the independence. But people said that no one donates their land, money for the development of poor. But in India, Vinoba Bhave did this thing and proved that if your will is good, then the peoples can donate also. Okay? Then beta Quit India movement. I hope you all aware that in Wardha conference, Gandhiji demanded that if you give me permission to start the campaign, Quit India movement, otherwise I will make the sand from the sand of India, from the sand, a bigger movement than the Congress. So finally, Congress decided to give him power on 8th August. This bill was passed, okay? And do or die is the provision given by the Gandhiji. Okay, mass strike, substitutes parallel government. All national leaders arrested by the Operation Zero Hour. Operation Zero Hour. But we have a separate video in our channel where I discuss about the events of 1940 to 47. So if you look this video, you get to know everything about the Quit India movement. So beta, these all topics I discussed in previous video also, but video length is so high. So that's the reason I'm making a separate video that 4 or 5 big moments you will get in a small video. So that's why this video was made, okay? So 8 August, do or die said by the Gandhiji, and on 9 August, by Operation Zero Hour, all Congress leaders arrested. This movement run by the young leadership of Congress, just like Usha Mehta, Jayaprakash Narayana, and Sarojini Naidu, and many others. Usha Mehta published the radio broadcast, and she was that time a very great personality. And recently a web series also arrived about her. So if you want to know further about her, you can watch that web series. So these are the moments that how the Indian struggle took place and how the India got independence. Okay. So beta, if you like this video, please be subscribe this channel, and for the more video, please be stay tuned. And in next video, I will come with a new topic. I am your host Naveen Sharma. Thanks a lot.